So, I said, you don't think Luke will look for us here? She shook her head. We made a dozen safe houses like this. I doubt Luke even remembers where they are, or cares. She threw herself down in the blankets and started going through her duffel bag. Her body language made it pretty clear she didn't want to talk. Tyson, I said, would you mind scouting around a little bit outside? Like, look for a wilderness convenience store or something? Convenience store? Yeah, for snacks, powdered donuts or something. Just don't go far. Powdered donuts, Tyson said earnestly. I will look for powdered donuts in the wilderness. He headed outside and started calling, Here, donuts! Once he was gone, I sat down across from Annabeth. Hey, I'm sorry about that, seeing Luke. It's not your fault. She unsheathed her knife and started cleaning the blade with a rag. He let us go too easily, I said. I'd hoped I'd even imagined it, but Annabeth nodded. I was thinking the same thing. What we overheard him say about a gamble and they take the bait, I think he was talking about us. The fleece is the bait, or Grover? She studied the edge of her knife. I don't know, Percy. Maybe he wants the fleece for himself. Maybe he's hoping we'll do all the hard work and then he can steal it from us. I just can't believe he would poison the tree. What did he mean? I asked. That Thalia would have been on his side. He's wrong. You don't sound so sure. Annabeth glared at me. I started to wish I hadn't asked her about this while she was holding the knife. Percy, you know who you remind me of most? Thalia. You guys are so much alike, it's scary. I mean, either you would have been best friends or you would have strangled each other. Let's go with best friends. Thalia got angry with her dad sometimes. So do you. Would you turn against Olympus because of that? I stared at the quiver of arrows in the corner. No. Okay then, neither would she. Luke's wrong. Annabeth stuck her knife blade in the dirt. I wanted to ask her about the prophecy Luke had mentioned and what it had to do with my 16th birthday, but I figured she wouldn't tell me. Chiron had made it pretty clear that I wasn't allowed to hear it until the gods decided otherwise. So, what did Luke mean about the Cyclops? I asked. He said you of all people? I know what he said. He was talking about the real reason Thalia died. I waited, not sure what to say. Annabeth drew a shaky breath. You can never trust a Cyclops, Percy. 6 years ago, on the night Grover was leading us back to Half-Blood Hill. She was interrupted when the door of the hut creaked open, and Tyson crawled in. Powdered donuts, he said proudly, holding up a pastry box. Annabeth stared at him. Where did you get that? We're in the middle of the wilderness. There's nothing around for... 50 feet, Tyson said. Monster donut shop, just over the hill. This is bad, Annabeth muttered. We were crouching behind a tree, staring at the donut shop in the middle of the woods. It looked brand new, with brightly lit windows, a parking area, and a little road leading off into the forest. But there was nothing around, and no cars parked in the lot. We could see one employee reading a magazine behind the cash register. That was it. On the store's marquee, in huge black letters that even I could read, it said, Monster Donut. A cartoon ogre was taking a bite out of the O in the monster. The place smells good, like fresh baked chocolate donuts. This shouldn't be here, Annabeth whispered. It's wrong. What? I asked. A donut shop? Shh! Why are we whispering? Tyson went in and bought a dozen. Nothing happened to him. He's a monster. Oh, come on, Annabeth. Monster Donut doesn't mean monsters. It's a chain. We've got them in New York. A chain, she agreed. And you don't think it's strange that one appeared immediately after I told Tyson to get donuts? Right here in the middle of the woods? I thought about it. It did seem a little weird. I mean, donut shops weren't really high on my list of sinister forces, though. It could be a test. It could be a nest, Annabeth explained. Tyson whimpered. I doubted he understood what Annabeth was saying any better than I did, but her tone was making him nervous. He'd plowed through half a dozen donuts from his box and was getting powdered sugar all over his face. A nest for what? I asked. Haven't you ever wondered how franchise stores pop up so fast? She asked. One day there's nothing, then the next day, boom! There's a new burger place or a coffee shop or whatever. First a single store, then 2, then 4, exact replicas spreading across the country. No, I never thought about it.